Alrighty, how's everyone today? Omega Kitatas. Alright. Let's just say that tonight I will be just, how to say that, be playing a little bit of the remaining stuff in Honkai Star Rail. But at the same time, more towards the point of like going to finish at least, just trying to finish up the whole event quest, and then maybe just build a little bit of character. I remember that there's quite a few people who want to know how to build on one of the characters. So yeah, I will be building on that. But while waiting for everyone, I will just be probably just doing a little bit of the quest line, I guess. Let's discuss. I suppose somewhere right, can you? Yeah, just gonna at least build on this. Let's take a look. Why are you alone in such a terrifying place? You should bring a Giga Chat like me who can branch. That's much safer. Let's see. Let's see, I need to go from here to there. I can just teleport from here. Just gonna at least finish out. It's just the remaining part of the quest line, and then there will be the series of fighting. So yeah, it will be finishing pretty fast, I guess. Alright. At least leave this place. Let me get that. Oh, it's just here. Based on the location mentioned in the post, look pretty normal. Oh, Ho got the tail back. This doesn't seem like a little girl. Okay, Kenki-san, hello there. How's your day? If you are here for the point only, you can take the point. Right now, I'm just playing Honkai Star Rail. And okay, what do you want? Let's see. Hello. And thank you for the like. Famous V blocker who went viral. And thank you for the following. Right now, I'm just playing Honkai Star Rail at the moment, though. I mean, like, there is. Technically, I love to finish out an event pretty fast, but I have not done so for the latest one, though. So I'm doing it right now. Everything seems normal. Oh my. I mean, like, Honkai Star Rail, normally when like Honkai Star Rail, right, the event doesn't seem to last that long. Or mostly the event would like kind of like finish easily, but this time around they make it pretty much a lot. It took me quite a long while to finish it out though. I wonder how people actually rush it in one day. I mean, I can, but you'll be just maybe even more tired though. Let's see. Let's see. Do a little uncut. Don't worry about yourself. Oh my. Anyway, how's your day? But if you're here for the point, don't need to worry. You don't need to answer the question. Pretty good. That's good to know. Yeah, I mean, like, if anyone want to know my day, is just basically just doing nothing though. Resting. I mean, like, I was still coughing for almost quite a few times, but I'm actually kind of resting my voice though. Yeah, you have to understand though. Coughing for 2 weeks plus and still coughing till now is something wrong with my throat. But I can't even do recording without coughing though. So I have to stop recording because at the same time I have to rest my vocal cord. Like my vocal have to be recovered because due to the amount of coughing I did for the past few days. So I kind of realized that not recording at least relax the muscle, I guess.
It's not like I want to do resurrect listen time because I want to do random chat, but I can't because due to my voice. Nothing I can do about it.
Hello, Nura-san. Hello there. Right now, yes. Nani? I only just started quite a few minutes ago already. It's not even 10 minutes, okay? It's not even 10 minutes. I did start around 11, okay? I said around 11. I never say like sometimes it can be 1 minute before, or it can be 1 minute after, or sometimes it can be 10 minutes after. So it's just technically correct, right? No, yeah, it depends though. Cause it's boring farming alone. I don't need to worry about farming alone or whatsoever though. I will be showing on how to build character for the relic in Honkai Star Rail in a while. Why not just doing the quest though? That's sus. Let's see. Don't rush. Let's rush over and ask. Let's see. Speak to the suspicious person. Oh, hello. Every time before you use a hotpot character, I admire your papa. Now hold on. Was he strong? Technically, I did build him technically in a powerful way. I wouldn't say like too powerful, but at least enough to use him as a DPS and sub DPS at the same time, though. Masters. That sounds so wrong. That's why I always hear the Japanese version. At least Zan is more better though. It sounds so wrong in the English version though. It's okay, you can show him. What are you gonna throw him with? Please don't. Please let's not go into the yabai moment. Time for you to start your shipping session. by speaking to the character AI, where basically you want to talk into something you're buying with it or something along the line. But if you are doing that, please don't. Imagine you actually talk to Jing Yuan and just say, can I give you a master scroll? That's gonna be sound so wrong. Actually, please don't try. No, please don't try that. New idea. Oh, wait, ちょっと待って. Do you actually... Are you going to try that? Just do whatever you want. That is... There is a... I'm not gonna say that. That is super yabai. Somewhere for new fin, no. Alright. Now I just need to do 2 more. I'll do the first one, I guess. On the photo. Oh my god, did you actually try what? Check my chat. Dude, what? What are you saying, young lady? Are you alright in the mind for saying that? I was just imagining I did not saw that. Like seriously, I know you are proud, but please, there is a limit to how much proud you can be. Be right back to your time. I'm just finishing up the event in Honkai at the moment though. Yeah, there is a limit to how much I can stream tonight though. Tomorrow I have to go out with my mom. Kawaii. Oh, is just too cute though. I have to protect this young little girl. Pong Pong is also another cute little bunny. Himeko? I'm actually surprised they just let us place it on them though. Maybe we should place it on the phone? Hello, Colin-san. Hello there. How was your rest? What? In your precious camera. Oh god. Please spare my life. Wait, what? What are you doing in the camera? Quiet burning frame. Hello, thank you for the IMOS. Image. I know I will be sleeping early later because tomorrow I need to go out with my mom though. Like in Chinese, I'm not sure you guys know the word 冲太岁 or 拜太岁. Yeah, basically the zodiac stuff. So tomorrow my mom actually need to go out and pray, and I need to go out with her though. Don't get along well with that fit on human emotion. Doesn't did any harm. Alright, let's finish out on where do I need to go. Wait, what? Yeah. Hey, Chotomate, why the hell that place though? It's the limit to every place that I can go. Okay. I'm pretty sure there are some monster along the line. Not so sure though. Okay, there is one over there. There is one. You don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Kapew! Easily. Okay. It hit. All right. Dragon. You're not so okay tonight. ちょっと待って。Are you still speaking to the in the character AI or stuff? Dude, keep it PG, young Lele. Go to the location. Dude, why is this quest moving around a lot though? Very hard to keep it PG. More like you don't wish to. Am I wrong to say that? And now I just need to go all the way there. I feel like I have to fight that thing though. Wait, what? No one. Do not hurt my friends. Oh my, you're not trying to keep it... I'm not gonna stop you anymore. Is it weird if I feel like there is something stuck on my throat, but at the same time I can't cough it out? I'm trying to relax though. It's my throat. Like the muscle is still, like my vocal muscle is still not still recovering. That's the thing. Became worse than the human. Oh, this little one is such a good little one. I wonder if this all this little frame is just how to say it, like young little sponge absorb all the good energy and they became good, absorb all the negative energy and became bad. Take a photo. I like this photo. Can I just let it be released into a... Let's see, Honkai Stereo. Long time no see, Catfish Gaming-san. How have you been? Okay, let's see. Carry. All right. That is good. Okay, all right though, and good. That's good. I'm still recovering my throat though. Like my vocal is still recovering, guys. That's the only thing. It feels so weird capturing this little frame when Ho is right there though. So sorry, excuse me. Also, I'm not sure is it that today my luck will be bad though. I mean, like I did sneeze 4 times in a row though. They say that sneezing 4 times in a row is not good though. Before I stream, I actually sneeze 4 times. Four times in a row before. The only thing is that I never. It's like when you sneeze in front of people, people will say God bless you. But when you're sneezing alone, right? It's like I'm just going to say that I God bless myself. You'll never meet again. Oh, message me while she's still there. Oh, that's what too? She'll be waiting for me, but she's right here though. This gaming logic sometimes just amazes me. I mean, it's true though. I mean, like when you have a character who messaging you, like, will you actually like? I mean, like let's be honest. Do you message the person in front of you? Like, if the person is right in front of you, do you still freaking take out your phone and say message, "Hey, hello there," blah blah blah? Like, you don't freaking message. I mean, like you don't freaking talk with your mouth or something. All right, let's give it in. To the world end. Almost 1 million. If only like gaining subscriber is that easy as this game stated. Like they say like they easily like in Honkai Star Rail they make it like you just do this, you do that, and then you gain 1 million, 2 million subscribers. It's like if only it's that easy, right? Gain so much in just a few posts they show. It's like who in the hell would do that? If it's not easy though, considering that the number of random chat I've been posting is not that easy too. Each time you gain 1,000 plus followers. If I can gain that followers that easily, I won't be. I'll be just sitting down at my house, just thinking of what to chat for the next few days and just chat. There's too many people doing the same thing as me though. That's the thing. It's just that the one thing I would definitely say that it depends on how you do your videos though. I mean, like, as long as it's unique to yourself and people like it, I think that's in a sense is good enough though. Everyone got their way of gaining followers or subscribers. You don't know, you have been getting a lot of followers in this. Those, I mean, like, okay, in when it comes to variety, right? As long as you're a girl and you speak in a female voice, everyone will follow you instantly. If you're a guy, you have to make sure that you speak in a very interesting voice. That is enough to make them, like, let girls find it. Oh my, this is a very nice voice to hear. But anyone who know me very well is like, yeah, this old man voice doesn't. It's not as easy as. Yeah, I mean, like, the last time I did voice acting for practice in a Japanese studio, like, seriously, I was actually doing, like, it was kind of like a study, and I actually did a little bit of voice acting in a anime studio in Japan. I got called for my voice sounding like an old man. Like, I actually seriously got called for having a voice that like seems like an old man though. It's like, you guys had no idea how mad it made me though. One of the reasons why I wanted to improve on my voice and making a lot of fun, like it's not like I want to make myself sound young. It's more towards the point of making, like, it became a part where I just make my voice just seem younger. Okay, case closed. Let's see. It's okay. This old man can entertain you every night. I mean, like, this old man had entertained quite a lot of people already. Alright, one last. Dude, how is this so easy to gain subscribers just by posting out stuff? If life is that easy. Hey, but then again, right? Like, before even anyone who know me very well, I used to stream in Japan. When I say I used to stream in JP, it's normally when I speak in Japanese, and the voice I use is way worse than you guys thought, though.
だっていつもこの声が話すのはちょっとやばいでしょ。鬼と思いました。でもみんながこの話したらどうすればいいでしょうか。素晴らしいですよね。
Did I check that Honkai Star Real and Genshin? Is that something in there? Or are you referring to the daily check-in? If daily check-in, yeah, I checked in already. I also only changed to US server this year in reality though. I was in JP server for the past for 2 years. Oh my gosh, people laughing is so cute. SG server is... I'm not sure about SG server. The only thing I would just say, right, for the SG, like, for me, I won't say I'm a SG VTuber because it's like, it doesn't work in Singapore. Like, influencer in Singapore is like, there's no way to gain. There's no way to gain though. Like, they already say like there is like a few influencers in Singapore, but I'm like, what the hell are they? They cater for only Singapore, but they never kind of like go beyond. I see a lot of Singapore VTuber or so-called content creator never step beyond out of Singapore though. They concentrate on Singapore, think of Singapore, but then again they never think about overseas, what overseas want to know about Singapore, and they just talk in a Singapore slang. And people is like, what the hell is this? I'm not gonna watch it though. So one of the reasons why when I do my random chat and I time to time talk about Singapore stuff is that I try to explain in the way that the other party may not be aware. You have to let the other party know what they require. If they don't understand what you're saying, there will be like a communication barrier, and that is when people just kind of like just gonna ignore you. So the best way to gain more subscribers or followers or more people is that you have to speak in a way that people can understand what you're saying. And you have to, if you use a few words that is more to your accent or your slang, you have to make sure that the other party understand what you are trying to say though. That's the most important thing. I mean, like, imagine if I say in Singlish, yeah, all the Singapore will understand what I'm saying, but does the American people understand? Do the Britain people understand? Do the German people understand? Hell no, they don't. So it's kind of depends on the situation. It's just like how when I stream in JP at that time, it's like I have to speak in Japanese all the time though. Like, speaking in Japanese not hard, but there are quite a few words that I somehow have to get confused, or because of this, like a lot of words always have the same pronunciation but different meaning. So at the end of the day, it's like you have to be very, very careful with what you say in the language, and often more than not, you have to speak like a few ways. Like I when I learned Japanese at the time, I was taught like the textbook Japanese until when I realized that in Japan there is like different places with different part of Japan have different accent, different words, different way of speaking Japanese. Like in Kyoto got Kyoto Japanese, Tokyo got Tokyo Japanese, Hokkaido got Hokkaido Japanese. So when I learned, it's like there is a so-called like, they say the standard Japanese is more towards the common Japanese word that they use, but it's just more towards like they call it accent, but it's more in a way it's called dialect though. There is a they kind of like say it's Japanese accent, but it's actually Japanese dialect. But when you talk to the Japanese people, if you say, oh, 本当ですか? 日本には京都の日本語、大阪の日本語、東京の日本語、北海道の日本語全部違うでしょ? Like if you ask them like it's all different, they will say, はい、そうですよ. It's all different. Like even the nearest to each other, Tokyo and Saitama or Chika, it's all different. Like even if you say, like even when you say Saitama and Tokyo, right? Saitama will just say they got their own version of Japanese, and Tokyo will just say their own Tokyo of Japanese though. And also different generation always come out with different words. Like different generation come out with different words. So like there is the young generation Japanese and the old generation Japanese. So when I live in my in my neighborhood in Kyoto, a lot of my neighbors are old people, like old man, old lady, old granny. Some of them already passed away already. It was actually kind of sad, but I'll talk about it in a while. Is that when I talk to them, they speak in, like, they know I don't speak the older generation Japanese, so they tend to speak to me in the so-called standardized Japanese, and I was very, very grateful for them because they initially thought I was from China and they didn't like me, until when I told them I was from Singapore, they actually kind of like get close, because apparently most of the people doesn't like China people in Japan. Not because they are racist, it's more towards the, just like how China people don't like Japanese, vice versa, there is such thing. Not saying like all China people hate Japanese, it's just that as much as there is people who hate Japan in China, there is also people who don't like China people in Japan. It's the same thing around. So some of my neighbors actually thought that I was from China until when I told them I was actually from Singapore, and they actually realized that I didn't like to get associated as a China people. So they was very happy about it, and I was so glad that at least Singapore and Japan have a very good relationship. At least that's like at the back of my heart. But on the other hand, right, when I was speaking to them, they were actually very like sometimes when they use a few older generation Japanese, which I never heard before, their children will actually explain to me how the word used, explain how the words. So at the time I kind of like slowly learn a lot of the words and speak to them. But like I mentioned, why I say it was sad for me to learn that they passed away is that one of them passed I know quite a few of them passed away because their age at the time is already on their, like, some of them is already on 70, 80. One granny that I saw was already in her 90s already. So when I knew about, like, I never seen, like, every time when I go out in the morning, like take out the trash or go and buy some stuff, I always saw them like going out or whatever, or maybe standing out in the front of the door, and like we talk a bit, and I would just go up to them, talk a bit, and often more than not, it's like they love talking to me because at least they have like someone to talk to. It's like sometimes they just say at home they still do nothing, just clean house or whatever. But when I go out, I got a chance to see them. I would kind of like use this chance to improve for my Japanese and speak to them, like, you know, that kind of like neighbor moment when just have fun talking and enjoy. And normally, like, they say that Japanese tend to talk around 1-2 minutes and they just F off, but I always talk to them like 5-10 minutes. Like, even there was one time when I was holding on to frozen food. I just when I got back home, I was carrying frozen food. I still end up like talking to them for like around 20-30 minutes. Like, you guys know how I talk a lot in when I do my live stream, right? Yeah, in real life, I do talk a lot when there's a topic to talk about. So sometimes when I talk to those granny or grandpa, like, they love talking to me, like listen to me, or when I listen to them, like we always end up talking. But it was also kind of sad when I didn't saw some of them, and it's only like sometimes when I saw their children and I asked them like how is that granny or how is that old man, they just told me, oh, the person they had passed away, and I was like, oh, sumimasen. I was like, sumimasen, and they say daijoubu, daijoubu. I was like, I don't know what to say anything. It's like, it's really sad, and they actually say that they thanks me because like, on their last journey, they said they were happy to have someone to talk to a lot. And at the time, I did consider, like, in real life, I actually did consider entering some sort of like work in a nursing. Like, I actually did consider, like, would consider working in a nursing place in Japan, but I go against it because I have to be very, very good in Japanese. And I wasn't that good in communication at the time when I went for one of the interview, and I feel the interview. So I was like, yeah, if I can't speak to them that properly, and especially old people tend to use older Japanese, I end up just like get this courage, and I didn't apply for that kind of line of job too. But it's more towards the point that it's because I kind of like, I really lost my late grandma when I went to Japan, so I kind of like wanted to had a feeling like I always tend to talk to older people like easily. Even on the last day when I returned from Japan to Singapore, the last week I speak to my neighbor, and I was like wondering that I didn't see an old man across my house like for 1-2 weeks, and when I saw his wife, I spoke to her and she told me that, oh, that old man had passed away just recently, and I was like, huh? I was like wondering why I have not seen him for a few weeks, and I was told that the old man passed away in the hospital, and I was like, oh my god! Like even when I returned to Singapore, I couldn't meet the old man that helped me integrate into the neighborhood. You know, guys. That old man was like one of the best old men I ever met in Japan. He was the one who taught to me, like managed to talk to me and clear the whole neighborhood suspicion of me being a China people, and I was grateful for him. So when I hear of his death, I was like, I couldn't be near to, like, I didn't know about it for until when his wife told me about it, and the wife actually told me again that the old man mentioned me a lot of time, like they told them that if I need help, just answer my call or something. But I still didn't ask them that much for help. It's just that sometimes I just speak to them, have fun talking. Sometimes I bring a bit of my cooking just to them. But at the end of the day, it's like when you see people that you know and talk and they pass away, it's like you only learn it after the fact. It's like it just doesn't seem right though. You know, you guys know what I mean. Yeah, people come and go very easily. I mean, like this year, I've seen a lot of people dying though, like people that I know. And the worst part of all is that anyone who followed me recently will understand that when I come back into Singapore, my late grandma, my mom's side, my mom, like she saw me, and then she saw me, and 1 month later she passed away, and I was like, it broke me a little bit, but I was like, I've already seen quite a few old men pass away, old man, old lady in Japan pass away that I know, and then I come back to Singapore, and then my final grandma passed away. I was like, what the? I was like, what the? So in a sense, I don't have any more grandma or grandpa already. The older you get, the more people you see going. Yeah, true though. I do agree on that though. I mean, like, if older people pass away, yeah, you have to accept it because not everyone can live to the old age. But when someone that you know who is around your age or younger than you passing away, that is way worse than I can take though. Like in real life, I actually got quite a few close friends that I know in real life. Like one of them passed away due to heart attack though. Another one passed away due to stomach cancer, and I didn't know he got stomach cancer because I didn't talk to him that much after I go to Japan. But when I learned that he passed away while I was in Japan, I was like, damn, why you didn't tell me? Like he was one of my buddy when I was in the Singapore military at that time though. And I only learned about his death when I returned to Singapore. That's why I don't really like when people saying like they like saying like pass away also. It's really saddening to hear the word pass away though. But on the other hand, we still have to accept it because I believe in the one word is that when the times come, when and the person have to go, we have to accept it though. The only thing is that the feeling of sadness is always be there though. Yeah, but we have to accept it. But let's not talk. I mean, like sometimes the circle of life is something that we have to accept. I mean, like it's kind of one of the reasons why like we always like when people ask me about all these things, right? Like sometimes when I see like NPC dying, like even in game only, I'm like, when they make it so touching, so settling, it's like why you have to die. But sometimes it's like to normal people it's like to normal people will be like, oh, it's just a fictional character, there's nothing to worry. But sometimes it's like when you already experience someone that you know dying, and when you kind of like see like the feel when you really experience that feeling in your mind once, there's two way you can go about. It's either you get numb from it or you get even more sensitive to it. And in my case, I would say I get more sensitive to this to such thing though. You're very sensitive already. I mean, we are also very sensitive. We are a very sensitive human. Say like a few words to me and I'll be brave. Yeah, I mean, like let's be honest, guys. Death is not a funny thing, but the one thing I would say, right, is that when sometime in game, right, when they actually have something along the line of like death in games, I was like, yeah, why? Like, why this NPC have to die, or why that character have to die? Like sometimes you have the feeling, don't you have the feeling of like, why they purposely make it that way? Death to end your novel. I mean, like, I will agree on that one part. I wouldn't say I use death in my own light novel though. Like, even for my Japanese one, when I post it up to online for the web novel, sometimes when you put up the story about like some character passing away, it's like you have to, if you are a very good writer, you can make it to the point that everyone will cry for it though. I mean, like, we can use one example though. Have anyone who watched One Piece, right, understand the moment when, like, everyone who watched One Piece, right, like, have you ever cried for one freaking ship called Marigold? Going Marine. Going Mary. It's like it's a freaking ship, and yet it's not real in real life, and yet it's like freaking hell. I'm crying for a freaking ship. And we send hello there. How's your day? Hello, Wisan, are you still there? Also, catfish. Don't need to worry too much. Racism is just something that some people in this world will always do. You cried when you're reading the script for drama last time. Oh my. Yeah, I mean, like, sometimes when you read, even for me who sometimes read some light novel, and if the scene is very touching, I will cry myself though. Angels on holiday, how's your day? Can do. Oh, a very cringe story, I would say. But I'm gonna assume that the way they place it is actually very touching, I guess. You're looking video to think about. Do as window. Don't need to worry. Which trend or animation you try to do? Yeah, I mean, like, if you can move your model, just do whichever dance movement or whatsoever that is trending and just follow it, I guess. As long as you don't do the Twitch metal. I really want to talk about the Twitch metal in the random chat though. I really planned that out already. Like, you guys have any idea, like, what were they thinking? Like, what is Twitch thinking? Like, one of the reasons why I don't stream on Twitch is like, sometimes you won't know what the Twitch is thinking though. Let's call what? The sun sibling. Okay. A normal grape burning in this girl mind. It tastes spicy. Maybe sometimes you plan to upload some video or drawing, painting any anime, but thinking about it, thinking is one thing, Catfish son. The one thing I would say, like, sometimes it would be best if you do a little bit of action on it, see how it goes. Always try a little bit. If it doesn't work out well, it's just a learning experience. Don't need to worry too much on that. Let me see that story. For some reason, I feel like the story got a little bit of Cinderella vibe to it. But with a twist to it. Yes. なるほどな。Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna before you continue, can I confirm that A and C is the one that earning money and give it to the family or something along the line? Okay. One lawyer and one doctor. Damn, that's been a lot. Wow. Uh-huh. You know, like sometimes, right? Some parents would think that doing a job is just basically like some job is not meant to be. But the thing is, right? Arts is very subjective, depending on people. Some people find success, some people don't find success. Those who find success became very huge. Those who don't find success became unknown. Yeah, the thing is, right, in this world and in this era, in this time, it's very hard to say like what job is good though. Like even now, right, there's so many people graduating as a lawyer. And you guys have, do you guys have any idea? Like I talk about this in real life before too, in real life before, and I will just say it as a VTuber right now. Not every people who graduate as a lawyer became a lawyer. Whatever, like sometimes you watch drama, they say, oh, the drama, the people you speak a lawyer, you study lawyer, became a lawyer. No, it doesn't work that way. In real life, in 1 year, how many people are graduated as a lawyer? It's in, like, let's say there is 10,000 lawyers graduate. But then again, the question we have to ask, how many company is trying to hire a lawyer? Not a lot. So if you got like, let's say 1,000, let's say it's just an estimate, like you got 10,000, it can be 20,000, 40,000, 1 million. But the thing is, like in 1 year, there is like, let's say 10,000 lawyers. And there's for that year, you got only like 10 slots. How are you gonna get 10 lawyers out of that 10,000 when it means that all other people are not gonna be a lawyer? They'll end up, it's like you have to end up fighting for the spot, yes. The question you have to ask, at the end of the day, what would they do if they don't become a lawyer? If they become a lawyer, good. But if they end up not being a lawyer, it just means that they will end up doing other kind of job, like sometimes part-time or even cooking. Like one of my friends who studied IT computing and not became an engineer. Some of my friends who studied accountants became IT. It's like, I don't understand what the hell is they studying in the first place for. It's like you study for this and then you end up working another thing. So at the end of the day, what you study, you still have to go through the job hunting is one thing. Is that, will the end job that you do be the job that you study for, or will it be a job that you don't even study for? And even if you became, even if you work for that job, that, like, let's say for example, if you work as a lawyer, let's say as for example, you study a lawyer, work as a lawyer. The thing is, right, you are just an assistant lawyer. You are a lawyer to help other. You're not going, I'm a lawyer now. My first case. Oh, you're my first client. I'm gonna fight a first case in the court. No, that's not how it goes. You just help. You are going to do desk work. You're just going to write out document, help your boss to write out the document or compile the document, evidence, all these things for the case. You are not going to represent the client. You are just only there to do this kind of work. So at the end of the day, when you study as a lawyer, it doesn't mean you became a lawyer. That's the harsh truth of reality as a lawyer. My friend who is I got 7 friends who study lawyer. 2 of them became lawyers. 2 of them. One of them, alright. Another one always do desk job. For other 5, one of them became a musician, one of them became a cook, 3 of them do desk like office work. So at the end of the day, when you study lawyer, you graduate as a lawyer, it doesn't mean you come out as a lawyer. You have to be very, very careful. It's like, if you are very good in debating, yeah, you can become a lawyer. But it doesn't mean that every people who graduate as a lawyer mean they will become a lawyer. It just mean that they got the lawyer degree. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean any Is that bad though? I know there is different position, but if you can promote, if you can rank up, yeah, good. But imagine like if you can't rank up, you'll be stuck at doing the dash job. And even if you decide to, in Chinese they say 闯江湖, which means that you want to step out of the company and you create your own company. You become your own lawyer. If you got no reputation, you got nothing. You can't do anything. And in the end of the day, you can have so many lawyer company, but does that mean that everyone will go to your company to ask you for help? No. People always tend to go for the higher reputation lawyer company for help. You know what I mean? So yeah, at the end of the day, it's either you work for a stable job, like you either work for a stable job, or you go big. And even for me, when I start being a VTuber, I don't aim for Singapore. Don't aim small. Aim for other country. Like I always aim for other country if possible. I talk about other country stuff. I sometimes talk about some Singapore stuff, yes, or some Japanese stuff, yes. But you have to talk about stuff that can relate to other people. If you talk about Singapore stuff, you have to make it relatable. I've seen a lot of people talk about Singapore stuff, but they don't get related to any country. It's because you don't talk about stuff that get people understand what it means. Like if you say kia su kia si kia lao po, people will be like, what the hell is that? You have to explain, oh, kia su is just the mentality of being Singapore of being a greedy, and they hate to lose, they hate to miss out. At least if you explain in this way, people are like, oh, Naruto, oh, I see, that's how I mean. Like you have to explain or whatsoever. It's like if you want to make things like when people talk about like YouTube, how to make things relatable, is to make people understand what the hell you are saying. If you can't make anything that people can understand, if people can't understand you, at the end of the day, it doesn't get relayed. You have to say things like that people can understand what you're saying and they can imagine in their mind what it means. Then that is when people can relate to you. That's the most important thing. So at the end of the day, for me to talk about like things or this or whatever, it's like sometimes when I do about random chat, I have to say things like give advice or like say that things that I feel that is wrong or right or whatever. Like it's like always when I back to the point of like putting up the skill there, it's like there is so many counter argument and argument to one situation. It's just at the end of the day, like, what's my view? Is my view gonna be in a neutral way, or will it be link or tilt to one side? It's always depending on the situation. So yeah, it still depends on cases to cases. It's just that for me, I know about life so much to the point that I always tend to give people advice. Like you can call it a wisdom of old man, call the knowledge of the old man, but sometimes when you understand what is happening, and if people take the advice and they change for the better, good for them. If people don't want to change it, but I can't stop them, because it's like back to people that you have to believe in the mindset of the American people who always love to say every man is free. Then you have to understand that, oh, it means that they are free to choose to either they accept your advice or they choose not to accept your advice. So at the end of the day, it's like when I say the word, I'm not going to stop people I'm not going to stop people from doing what they want or what they don't want. It's that if I stop people, I'll be just being a hypocrite of trying to stop people. But if I give like them like what situation that can lead to one situation, like if I say like this like earlier when I talked about the lawyer this and that, at the end of the day is that will people understand it? And when I said it, it's at the end of the day will be like, oh, you can relate to it, good. But will how many people will relate to that situation? It's very hard to know. Not yeah, in a way you can say it's like I just giving people advice, but I can't control whether they want to listen to it or not. Because if I control people from to listen to my advice, that is just kind of like another form of manipulation. Because I'm telling people to follow my advice, but it doesn't mean that my advice is good all the time. So in a way, is that even as an influencer, I have to influence people in the right way. I can't just say that, oh, you have to do this, you have to do that. That is just being hypocrite. I'm just being a manipulative VTuber by then. So often more than not, I try to stop like I don't want to being a hypocrite or whatever. It's like I always have to stop myself from going beyond what I can say. It happened to me in real life when I always give people suggestion, give people advice in real life, to the point that people always say that I'm being a hypocrite. But I was like, you have to listen to me. And I was like, okay. After a few times, I just say, okay, you don't want to first listen to me? Fine. But it's just that it's really sad whenever I say always turn out true and people will be like, why you never want me? Oh hell, I want you a lot of time. You just don't want to listen to me. So at the end of the day, it's always I would just say the word, whether you listen to me or whatsoever, it's like I always tell people in real life, it's like, you listen to me, good for you. You don't listen to me, not my problem. It happened to me so many times when I was in real life that I even got bullied for it though. I got bullied to the point that yeah, that I never liked. And one of the situations that get me so pissed off, it was like it happened 2-3 times when I was in military in Singapore. And the worst part of all, right, is that I was being labeled as a hypocrite. And when the situation gotten worse, they cry, like even my boss ran to me for help. My commander rushed to me for help. I was like, you guys are the one who said, oh, it's alright, there's nothing gonna happen. And I was like, you guys said it. And at the end of the day, when I settled the problem, they, oh, okay, thank you. Better daily life. And I was like, wow, not even a word of thanks. And after that, I just kind of like, I don't care anymore. It became the part of one of the reasons why I sometimes when I do stuff, right, like why I always say that I don't care anymore is that it's not that I don't care anymore. It's like every time when I care about something, it doesn't go according to my plan. Like it didn't always go according to my plan, and it always hurt me a lot. So you know, like I always hate getting hurt anymore. So I was like, you listen? Good. You don't listen? I don't care. It always like it always hurt me a lot when I was back in the military of Singapore. So at that time, I was even like considering signing on in military. Like I know a lot of guys will say like impossible, we don't like to sign on in military. I actually considered signing on. I actually considered. At the end of the day, my mom actually told me that she regret not ask, like she regret me, like she regret telling me not to sign on. Like I did consider signing on, and I also considered not signing on because of the things I hate in military. And my mom actually said that if she encouraged me to sign on, I'll be different from now. I won't be doing VTubing, all these things. But I was like, I actually glad that I didn't sign on in military. It's because of that I'm able to do things that I'm able to do now. Things that I was able to experience way more things than just being assigned to just a desk work in military. So it's so much different though. Because if I were in the military and just sign on, I'll be just be doing desk work a whole day and just being a boring old man along the line, if you guys know what I mean. And by then, I think I'll be the most boring old man ever. Never want to try military. Not. I would say military is not meant for everyone though. Military is not meant for everyone. I mean, like, if you can accept the number of work in real life, like if you can able to handle a lot of homework in real life, then you can consider military. But if you can't handle it, please don't. It's all hell. Because I have to say one thing. It's already way beyond the curious time. I mean, like, when I was cleared in military all the way to top secret level. I was able to get access to top secret document in military at the time, and even when I was dismissed, like in Singapore we call it ORD, but in other countries it's called dismissed from service already. When I was out of military, I was monitored, like I was seriously monitored by Singapore Army personnel for a few years. Because they was afraid of me leaking classified documents. And even on the last few months before I was dismissed from my duty, I have to appear in their main dev, the main central, to teach them on all the stuff I know and to assist in the change in the system. I was like the one to do every single thing. I was a part of the pioneer generation, and I was like, it was so much hell for me at the time though. How they monitor you? Plainclothes people watching me when I go out. Like when you go out, when you sit down eating a McDonald's, and you saw like the same guy wearing the same like some sort of casual coat looking at you every single time. When you go, like when you eat at one McDonald's and then you go to another place and you see the same guy follow you behind you, you'll be like, I am being monitored. At first I thought it was a stalker. Initially I thought it was a stalker, and I was like, oh yeah, I was able to access to military top secret, and technically when I was access to top secret, I have to be monitored though. Because they don't want me to leak any top secret, and they, like, the funny thing was, right, the last, like 1 year after I get out, they changed all the system that I used to know in for my work. And the funny thing was, like, they implement some of the idea that I have for them, and they make it way different from my suggestion, but it's way better. I have to say it's way better. But because but the thing is, right, they use my suggestion and change it. It means that they were afraid of me leaking what changes I know to to other country, and I was like, okay. I mean, like, even when I went to Japan at the time, they actually thought that I actually was going to Japan to leak information to Japan, and I saw the same guy follow me all the way to Japan. poor guy. Yeah, I mean, I have to say that the guy actually is I guess that guy that get to enjoy Japan though. Yeah, I mean, like, imagine like if I'm a spy and I have to follow a guy all the way to a country and I get to go to the country. I mean, I have to monitor the guy, but at the same time, I get to enjoy Japan in a way. Yeah, why not? How long they monitor? Hey, I mean, like when I was staying in Japan for 1 year, right? If not 1 year, for 1 month, they actually monitored me for 1 month during that period, though. Even when I go to the AV shop or whatever, like going all around, you can just see that guy just standing outside watching, looking. It was so funny at the time, though. Like my friend was asking, like, why is that guy following us? And I was like, don't know, stalker. But the funny thing is that at the time I was a blogger. I was actually a blogger before I became a streamer. So yeah, I actually say maybe my friend. I say maybe my friend because I was actually a blogger at the time though. I was a blogger who talked about anime, games, figurine, all these things. So I actually told my friend that, oh, maybe it's just a stalker that I know that know me, but I know very well it's a military though. Because at the end, I kind of know there was a stalker. It was only like a few, I think it was 2 years, or I can't remember. It was 1 year or 2 years later. He actually come out to me and say that we have monitored and find that you are trustworthy, and we will not, and we are just here to tell you that all the you are being killed for everything, all these things. And I was like, ew. Yeah, I mean, like in real life, right? Sometimes, like they say that police won't monitor you or military won't monitor you, right? It depends on the situation. It always depends on the situation. Especially like for my case, it was actually very special for my case is because, I was technically a serviceman. I was technically a serviceman, but I got access to top secret and a lot of stuff in military, and I helped to change the system. So when I get out, if you are working for the military, you have to monitor this guy because that guy just get out, and he know all the secret, he know all the things. And imagine that if I go and leak the information out, it will be a breach of information in Singapore military. You know what I mean? Which is the reason why I was monitored in a way though. The funny thing is, right, they actually did come up to me like before I got dismissed from duty, was that they actually come up to me way before. Even my officer come up to me, like 2 of my officers come out to me to advise me, like so-called advise me to sign on. Like they wanted me to sign on at the time. Even the main dev, they like one of the staff there asked me like, you should sign on. And I was like, oh hell no, I'm gonna get, I actually said that I'm gonna get out of Singapore. And that was the reason why I regretted saying that at the time. I was like, I swear, just say that I will go and find a normal job and work. I just say that I'm gonna get out of the military and go out of Singapore. And because the way I say that, it rubbed them the wrong way, and they thought that I was a spy or something. Yeah, which is the reason why after that incident I kind of like learned to be careful with words I say though. Like if you guys always notice that I always tend to be careful of what I say, is that like one of the reasons why I always be careful with words I say is that I used to say things that cause a lot of misunderstanding though. I have to be honest though. I wasn't expecting that though. There's a lot of chests. Open 10 chests. Oh. Unremarkable trash. Dude, this is just all trash though. Yeah, I actually regret on that sentence at the time though, okay guys. I wasn't expecting what I said at the time to have such a huge consequences, okay? Unnoteworthy trash. Dude, this is just all trash though. You have to go and sleep. Oh yeah, I haven't shown how to build a character, right? Do you need me to show you on how to build a character? Agente. Yeah, I think I can build one character. After this cutscene. Okay. Alright. Let's see. So for Agente, normally for this build I will just take a look at number one would be the like we already got issue with building on the Reddit, right? So okay, number one, let's say for example, if like for Agente, I will try to find the best set for him, and normally I will number one look at the elemental that the character is. So for example, like right now this character is physical, right? So Agente is physical, so the one thing I will go for is go to the relic and try to find the relic that is meant to increase physical damage. Although the latest like sometimes there is maybe some latest artifact that can go on that can be go on here or whatever, but in this case Agente is very good with this champion set, so I'll be like, okay, let's give him this champion set. So for this case I'll be like, okay, this champion set is good on him, I'm gonna give it to him, so I'll just give him this champion set first and I'll just give it to him. So normally like the headset and the for the headset and the set is like normally I will just see which one tend to give better. So like for example, okay, this one I can give it to him. I will switch. So like this set got already like crit rate, crit damage, break effect, right? So this is what you want. You want to aim for anything that can give either crit rate or crit damage substat. It doesn't matter if you got just crit damage and no crit rate. As long as you make it that is one of the two first, because the body is like for DPS, right? You don't go and farm for at least the crit rate or crit damage until you have a confirmation that the majority of this is like crit rate or crit damage. So for example, if I got like one artifact for him is this one is increased crit damage, then I have to make sure that all the other artifact that I'm gonna give it has to be at least have crit rate, so that at the very least when he actually like kind of improve on when I improve on the substats, there is a high chance of me rolling for a crit rate. That's how I always try to build. So for example, if I got crit damage, I don't have too much crit rate, so I will just try to roll. Let's say for example, I'm gonna enhance this. I'm gonna at least hope like in some way that I will get a lot of crit rate. Like this is normally how I roll for it. So like let's say for example, like I'm gonna roll all these things. The one thing I will be hoping is that I hope that I can get a lot of crit rate. So okay, good. Now I know some of them go to crit damage, some of them go to break effect resistant. I wouldn't say this is a bad artifact at all, because at the end of the day, 3 of them go to crit rate, and my crit rate go increased by from 2.9 to 8.7. That is a lot. That is a lot. It means that when I check my substats, now my crit rate is at 24. It's at 24 because of the for the Reddit substat and the 2 set Sarato. So in the way, right, the reason why I tend to like build artifact around a specific substat first is that you have to look for the substat first before you build on the main stat. So like for example, if you find that your main if you find that your main stat is the one that is faced normally like the head and the head and the hand, don't worry too much about the main stat because it's flat attack, flat HP, it's fixed. That is, and you have to just worry about getting the substat first. So in this situation, when I got the substat up already, I just let it go and start farming. So let's say for example, like this one is just pure defense. I need attack. So maybe I just change with you attack, and I'll just roll. Oh, and I will just enhance and roll, and kind of hope that I got the substat I want. If not, I will just farm again and roll again. So often more than not, it can take quite a while. So let's say for example, if I roll this, right, the one thing I will have to roll and see that I hopefully get something. If I don't get, like, okay, I don't have a good substat, it's still alright. I can still farm for it. You might forget about tomorrow. Just make sure that the timing at 1:45. 1 hour and 45 minutes, and you should be able to find that. Let me write it down just in case, so that maybe I can just highlight as the timing. 1 hour and 45. 1 hour and 45 minutes. So normally, like in this case, if I can farm for a good substat, I will just farm. So if I can't, right, like if let's say for example, if I can't get a good substat, try to farm and keep on farming. If not, let's say if I got farm for a Synosis or whatsoever, yeah, that is when I start farming. So normally, right, in this case, if people like in this case, if I say that, oh, this is not a very good substat, don't worry. Give it to other character that require it. In this case, for example, like let's say if I got this substat and it's not that good, right, Lucha benefit from this, I will give it to him. I will just switch to him and just give it to him. It doesn't matter whether the substat I got is good or bad. As long as the one I gave it to him is not gonna be a good one, I can still end up giving it. And some people will be like, oh, so I farm for 5-star, 4-star. It depends on how you want. If you farm for 4-star, if you got like 4-star, you got the sub, right, crit rate, yeah, get a 4-star, pump it up and be done with it is also fine. But the reason why I tend to go for 5-star more because 5-star tend to have more main subs that you want that first. So let's say for example, let's say in this case, if I find that I can just give it to him first. When I farm for better subs, like when I farm for better substat item, that is when I just give it all. So if let's say for example, if I farm and I realize that at the end of the day I go to my substat, I realize that I'm missing out more on crit rate, then I will farm for the crit rate one. So you have to, let's say for example, if I find that I'm trying to get more crit rate, so I have to, okay, I'll try to see which artifact I can have more crit rate. So let's see, for in this case, instead of farming for that, maybe I can just change it with Kara first. take yours first. I will give it back to her this time. So and let's say enhance, and I got crit rate, right? So I will just enhance it and just kind of like hope for the best. Just hopefully everything go to crit rate and I'll be happy. And with the lady, I only got 2, but mostly in defense. So it's like, oh, sad, didn't go to the main one I want. It's still alright. It's still alright. Because at the end of the day, I can give this one to another character, but I will just let my Argente wear it, and I can next time if I need to, I can just give it to Kara, and it's still good on her. So because Kara is a tank, so she also technically benefit a little bit from defense. So it doesn't mean that this artifact is bad. It's just that okay, I got a little bit of crit rate, good. This time I just keep on farming for the same relic and just kind of hope for the best and just mess it up and kind of like just see how it goes. So it doesn't matter whether is it good or bad. It's just kind of like you have to hope whether you can get the good one or a bad one. So in this case, I need to get the attack one. Where is the another attack one that I have though? I've been farming artifact quite a lot though. I only realized that I got mostly a defense. Shoot. So attack. Oh well. This one got. Let's just enhance this. Hope for the best again. Well, God hate me, so it didn't go. So yeah, it doesn't matter. At least I got one subset. I can give this subset to other character next time in future. So yeah, it's just kind of like just farming along the line and just see like which one is good or which one is bad. So it doesn't really matter to me like when people say that, oh, you have to farm for this artifact or whatever. It's like you have to make sure at the end of the day your substat is around like, let's say like for my case I would say like crit rate at least for me I have to reach at least 40. Like it has to reach at least 40. So if there is like substats that I have that help to improve on everything, let's say for example, sometimes I have to look like which effect got increased on crit rate, because I remember he got increased crit rate, right? Oh yeah, he does increase crit rate. So as long as he got a skill that help to increase his crit rate, then I won't need to worry too much. Because here he will increase crit rate up to 10 times. So in this case, let's say 10, I'll increase by another 10%. So yeah, I got around 11%. I got 38. So 38 is still around the margin of what I want. So yeah, I think that should be more than enough. So although I would say at least 40 would be good. So try to make sure at least crit rate at least 40 and crit damage at least at least 100 and above, and it should be all a good though. So one good example of farming for a good artifact set for a Pacific team is like my Tepa. Like look at my Tepa, it's like the crit rate, crit damage. You see is normally like if I don't have any crit damage, doesn't matter, just as long as one of them is the main subset. So in this case I got crit damage, then after everything crit damage, crit rate, crit damage. So if you notice like a lot of them go to crit damage, I got enough crit damage. So the next thing I need to just farm is just basically just farm a body that give crit rate, and that give me at least 32. So I mean technically I can choose not to, but because of this relic effect that need to increase by like needs reach to 50% above, then I can increase more damage. So that is how I can just keep on farming with one Pacific set and it just go way bit better. So if I want to make it better, I can kind of like switch up the weapon to some other, which I'm pretty sure is another one that is also good though. The best one is swordplay. If not, I can kind of like give it to like cruising or even river flow. All these things is also good on Tepa. So it's like at the end of the day, it kind of depends on what effect you have on hand, and not too like to me. I don't really worry too much about like should I give more crit rate or should I give more crit damage. You have to make sure that the main substats that you have for the at least these two first, and like the head, the hand, the spear and the rope, at least these four had the right substat. Match it and see which substat give it more. If most of them get like crit rate, crit damage give more, then you go to the substat and see which one you require more. Like in my case, if I say I want to exchange for crit rate, let's say for example, if I want to change this one for crit rate, I just remove it first and see how much does it decrease. If I find like 39 for around 40, let's say 40%. 40%, it means that yeah, not bad. I can change. I can just change it to crit damage. But if I feel like I want to do more chance of like each different hit to get crit damage, so I just give crit rate and it's still fine though, because at the end of the day, I just need to make sure that all other artifacts that I have is like at least give more on the chance of crit rate. So it depends on which artifact, like all of them, all the substat is always play a huge part. You have to look into the substat first before you can step into all the So look at the substat first before deciding on which means that you have to go for the body and the feet. The body for DPS is always crit rate, crit damage. If you are lacking on crit rate, give it crit rate. If you are lacking on crit damage, give it crit damage. But always make sure that the crit rate is high enough to at least reach 40 to 50%, if possible 50%, but 40% is still good. So that when your DPS do damage, there is a high chance of critical. That is what you want. Physical damage boost, all these things. Yeah, this is how I normally this is normally how I actually start farming though. So one of a kind trash. Since when do you press rarity? Well, welcome to rarity. Okay, at least now you know, right? Just go and have a good night rest, Runa-san. You have. Yeah, I'm fine though. Just now, Rishi-san did a weird around 1 hour ago, but the auditors told me not to scold her. Ah, damn it. I was gonna say that scold her and say, why did she not tell us anything that she is not feeling well? A patient jumping again? Okay, fine. Just let her rest, I guess. Did she realize that she faint or something? No. You know the condition of half awake. She stood up, walk around the hall, come back. Wait, tomate, you mean that she is half cautious? She's half cautious or something? Hungry. Did she not eat anything last time that caused her to faint? I will smack her with a baguette. Actually, no, you know what? I will smack her with a roti john. At least that is more delicious. I'm actually amazed that she awake though. But is she even able to eat anything? Like, was she able to eat any normal food first? Liquid food or solid food depending on the hospital. And then she went back to sleep. I have a feeling that her body is reacting. How do I say this? It's more towards the part that her body is just it's like it's working automatically. You know what I mean? Sleepwalking. I think it's her survival instinct kicking in though. I mean, she haven't eaten anything, right? But dear is skittish. I mean, if she can wake up and eat at least something, that's good. Is that not? Am I wrong to say that? Yeah, at least her body is like able to know what she needs. But the thing is, right, I never sleep more than 24 hours in my life yet, though. So I can't say anything about that. 24 hours? Yeah, I think I never sleep more than that, though. Like sleeping or. Imagine, like, I'm just surprised that she's at least able to wake up and eat something. Which is a good thing, you know. Yeah, at least she managed to wake up. It's more towards, I think, her body is reacting in the right way, but her mindset is not. I shall not comment too much on that just for safety reason. I mean, the most important thing, right? At the end of the day, it's just that it's, as long as she is able to eat at least something, that's good, you know. Like, personally, I find it funny in a way is that I mean, like, I find it funny in a way though. As long as she is able to eat something, that's but just see how she is doing for the next few days. But she didn't wait. Uh-huh. Did she just freaking give her hand and then she let the daughter insert the IV? The nurse already spoke and didn't want to come near her. I'm actually worried. How is she able to at least like her body know what she need, but her mind won't think about it. Like in real life, for Richi-san, it's like when you tell her to eat, she won't eat. But for some reason, her body will know when her body will just add on it and just eat though. And she always say that she doesn't want to eat, but then her body just say want to. Her body will just add on it. So I think it's just that everything is just happening in her mind though. You know what I mean? Her mental health. Nothing we can do about that though. Yeah, nothing we can do about it. The good thing that Doctor say she got what? She got a what? I'm kind of worried to know though. Handkerchief, go to the toilet, wet it, and what the hell she do with it? Oh god. You want to? That's what made the nurse poop. There's too many people in the bathroom. Are you saying that there's no one in the bathroom actually? Wait, who is taking a photo of them though? There's none. Oh god. I think there's something wrong with. Hello, welcome back. You know, the one thing is, right? It'll be bad if Richardson is able to see that kind of thing, though, and then just kind of, oh, there's people inside, and then she just said, just go out. Well, I'm still gonna. I think we're gonna finish out on the event for this part of the quest. Maybe she's getting influenced in a bad way. Like,
中央の制裁方法は常にあり
her dream sometimes. Okay, the thing is, right, sometimes the dream is just something that make people like, we can't be so sure about how much she's how much she will. It's just to the point that sometimes she just overthink, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know. Just the only thing is, right, in order to change her is need to change her mindset though. That's all I can say. The only way to change her is just to change her mindset. To at least make sure that she won't think everything as like, oh, it's normal or whatsoever. It's like, that's the only thing that is problematic though. Dispose. Wait, what? But just for now, just let her rest up. I think letting her rest up is the most important thing, though. That's the only thing I can say. I mean, like, we have to let her rest, though. That's the only thing. And once she recover, it's when the time when we start scolding her. Oh. Taking time scolding her. Eh? Why though? I will join in when I can get her in my live stream. But the one thing you just said, just tell her that please get well soon, so that she can collab with me in for the random chat or random talk. Sorry. Tell her that when she wake up. Yeah, I mean, I'm being truthful. If I mean, like you can just tell because she said that she want to collect and talk with me for what around. Normally, when I do a 1 hour talk with her or maybe with other people in the random talk, but I mean, she said that she promised me a what and to talk. So if she gonna be like just forget about it, hell, she better recover so that she can collect if she want to. Because I can't have her like be in the hospital and say that she can't do it. You know what I mean? I can only be around here, car. Oh no. Found one more here. If she I think during the talk, don't scold her or she gonna be quiet. Nah. The only thing I can only hope for is at least she'll reply something though. It would be bad if she never even said anything though. If not, I will just make sure that she. If not, I'll just tell her about chicken leg again. Well, no. I mean, I probably just forget about scolding her then after that though. I might end up forgetting about trying to scold her, that's the thing. I might say that I might want to scold her, but I might end up forgetting about it myself. Yeah, but then again, right, sometimes the way she say things, right, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Like, just that sometimes when she say things, right, don't you have the feeling like you want to scold her for saying such a thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, well, I need to scold her when, but not now. I mean, like, personally, I'm too tired to to even scold anyone. Not in the right position to score anyone, as I would say. I shall not comment too much about punching people in the face. Hello, Roxanne. Hello there. How's your day? Right now, just playing Honkai Star. Right now, just playing Honkai Star Rail. Trying to finish out on the main, one of the quest line, which is basically the whole quest line. Hi. Dropping by before streaming. Those, don't forget to take the points though. Don't forget to take the points. The points very, very important in the game. Okay. This main quest line is finally over. やっとできました。Enjoy Stario. Oh, I'm just gonna finish out building up on one of the characters, Argenti. I mean, I finally got him, which was totally unexpected, but I'm gonna build him up. It's just that trying to farm for his ready would be a whole new problematic, I would say. It change to this team fight. Oh yeah, Visan, just monitor Richie-san whenever you can though. But also make sure that you take a rest when you can. You can't take care of a person when you got sick yourself, okay? Young Lala. You know, I know. But the thing is, right, when we say we all know, we end up getting sick ourselves. We can say, you know, I know, and then we end up getting sick. It's always life. Oh, but then again, I still need to recover my voice properly though. I can't even do recording just to... Because it's like every time when I do recording, I will just hurt my throat though. Because I end up coughing a lot. It's like, it feels very weird, you know, the feeling of like, I'm trying not to cough, I end up coughing a lot. Currently on 9. Maji, この人はうるさいな。
また新しいサバイバルスキルを身につけた。
Alright. Tomorrow, what do I do? Let's see. This main quest line is done. That's what I think. Okay. Yeah, let's do the next quest line tomorrow. This next quest line is somewhere on the deck. I'm just gonna build up on my two on my character first. So I just need to go to somewhere, maybe here. It's most of the material I need is in this world. It'll be on the healer, Lynch and attacker Argenti. That's the material needed for him. Probably have to farm by next week, not this week. Dokana. It's not even fully built though, especially on his trace. I can use my stamina to build him up, but let's try synthesis. Boxer, one hand, T hand. And what did I get? That's what I just checked properly earlier. Yeah, I don't know. Only effect. What kind of effect is this though? Oh god, Synthesis. Please give me a good one. I just need a crit rate. Crit damage that also I won't mind, but crit rate is more is what I want though. Crit damage? It is different than I expected. I will gladly accept that, you know. Enhance. Oh my. Not a lot, but somewhere there. Physical damage boost. Yeah, you know what? Let's just fun for that. Technically, just use it. Base shooting. Customize physical boost. One set up. Yeah. Am I lagging? Crit damage. Yeah, I mean, like if it worked well, I wouldn't mind. Wouldn't really mind though. I want to try out enhance this first. Okay. Muda. Sorewa muda. Enhance. I'm gonna toss up some of them away. Oh, nice! Crit rate! 素晴らしいな。
Okay, that one is not super lashy. Oh yeah, I mean like 2.5, 10 crit damage. That's not bad. 27.5. Yeah, that's already, to me, it's not bad though. For this, I might need crit rate though. What? One that can give me crit rate. But some of them give energy generation. Do I want to go for more attack? Or should I go for energy generation? Let's see. Okay. Some people I think give him energy regeneration though. どうかな？どうしようかな。I mean, like both still work in a way. Oh, that's I need to make sure that he reached 40 though. Oh well. I might have to end up giving him a crit rate, not crit damage though. Shokanai na. Yeah, at least technically I did build him. I also did try to build her. Let's try switching. Oh, normally this one is good on her, but I'm gonna try switching out on this one, which is meant for Ho. You want to build this one though. Let's see. Enhance. Oh wait, just a mate. It's Ho skill that is need to be enhanced though. 7. Do I have enough? Oh, I have. Nice. Let's solve that first. And then go to Lynch. Enhance. Enhance some more. And it's good enough healer. I mean, I got enough to level up weapons, the light clone. In a way.
almost. Just a little bit more, I guess. Boulder Town. Yeah, I think I'll do the Boulder Towns tomorrow. It's pretty late for me already, guys. Tomorrow I need to wake up early tomorrow. So I guess I should start for the day. Yeah. Oh my, there's a lot. After to the world ends. Legend, wait for it. Nuri. Hello, new world. 7 follow of the Esther Opus. Post more mispeals. Perform a troller. Transform a troller into a troller. Wait, what? Any ally heal for more than 8k HP. Imulia, sorry. An ally with a combined shield greater than 5k. I don't have fusion for that. Defeat an enemy with a character that has less than 1 HP left. Nani sorry. Defeat Cocolia without defeating Bronya. Save the princess. Cocolia without defeating Bronya. Can be done, but we are? I'm gonna replace that. Storm, go here. 4 of them. The simulated universe have to do it tomorrow too. Tomorrow is Friday. It's already Friday already, right? Yeah, I think I'll stop here for the day, guys. So with that being said, everyone on Reality and YouTube, thank you for watching. We'll see you again in the next stream. Don't forget to press the like button and subscribe if you have not. And bye bye.